they produced voluminous literature on by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we all have same access to the mercy at this point. It all depends upon our devotional practice, our commitment to Krishna. Okay, so we'll go to the, I think I remember first shloka I gave a class, now the 7th shloka. Let me share my screen and please confirm one of you are able to see my screen or not. Can you see it? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, let's recite shloka one time, then we'll go through the discussion about this shloka. Syat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapi Avidya. Can you repeat after me, everyone?
Syat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapya Vidya.
Can you all of you unmute, please? Pitopatapa Rasanasya Narochikano.
Pitopatatam Rasanasya Narochikano.
Kintu Adarad Anudinam Kalu Srija Justa.
Kintu Adarad
Swadvi Kramad Bhavati Tad Gadamula Hantri.
Adi Hantri.
Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Can you repeat after me? The holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet, like a sugar candy.
Characters, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently.
Okay. Although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance,
Although the one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance,
cannot taste anything sweet.
Cannot taste anything sweet.
It is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day,
it is wonderful
a natural relish awakens within his tongue. And his disease is gradually destroyed at the root.
And his disease
is gradually destroyed at the root.
You know what we will do because of this Damodar month? I would like we all have to recite the Vaishnava Acharya prayers. Okay? Usually I don't do, but especially at this point, I would like to do it. Okay? So I'm sharing the screen here. Please repeat. We all do it together. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Tapitam Yena Bhutale Ayam Rupa Kadayam Dudati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamcha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Tadvaitam Savadutam Sarijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamsha Sri Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Ashavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Upasindhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you everyone for joining. So beautifully this translation itself is giving the nectar of the shloka, what is shloka, right? Saying that the holy name, right? Holy name of Krishna, character, pastimes, and the activities of Krishna are all transcendentally sweet like a sugar candy. Look at how beautifully explained here, sugar candy. All the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya. The ignorance is called avidya. That is called like a jaundice. I cannot taste anything sweet. If a person with a jaundice, if you give him a sweet, he still feels bitter about the sweet because he has a disease, basically, the jaundice. Same way, a person who is materially afflicted with material condition of life, when you go and teach about Krishna, he cannot relish it. He cannot relish it. It is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens with his in tongue. You know, what happens is when you start chanting, we don't feel taste for the chanting. We forcefully do it. Though we don't like it. Why? Because we have forgotten Krishna life after life. We have been associated with these material afflictions for so long. Krishna in our heart went into dormant state. In the sleeping mode, he went into sleeping mode. Okay, every living entity has Paramatma present in their body, but the Paramatma is in the sleeping mode. This is basically forgetfulness of Krishna, Prabhupada writes. Because of that forgetfulness of Krishna, when we chant, we cannot able to take that chanting. Why? Because our ahankara, our false ego, comes and it stops. No, you are the body. Then you start chanting, no, I am the soul, you are the body. So these two contradictions takes place all the time. The conflicts takes place. And that's the reason why we are not able to chant properly. But the holy name of Krishna by itself is a sweet like a honey. And when you take that honey, give it to a jaundiced person, he cannot taste because he has a disease. So we are all inflicted with the material disease of this materialism, and that's why we're not able to chant. But name of Krishna, I just want to read some of the paragraphs from here. How beautiful the name of Krishna, how to glorify. Okay, here Prabhupada writes beautifully. There are 3 stages in the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. 3 stages. When we take up the chanting of the holy name of Krishna, there are 3 stages. Hello? Yeah, I'm in the class already. I'm giving class. Okay. So there are 3 names, three ways the chanting can be done. One is offensive stage. Okay, that's called Nama Bas. And other one is the stage of lessening offenses. That means that the second stage is called Namaparad. First one is called Namaparad, second one is called Namabhas, and the third one is called Shuddhanam. These 3 stages of the life. First is Namaparad, Namabhas, and Shuddhanam. Okay, so what are those things basically? In the beginning stages, we just do, even if you look at the 10 offenses of the chanting of the holy name of Krishna, right? We should do that way. That's the standards we need to start chanting. But if we ask everyone to start with those standards, then no one able to come to Krishna consciousness to begin with. So we have to start at some point. Okay, even Namaparad also fine. We can start chanting the name of Krishna to at least to get into the practice of that. Offensive stage, the stage of lessening offenses, and the pure stage. When a neophyte takes the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, he generally commits many offenses. Right? Many offenses. We do chanting improper way, and while chanting, we do other things. Even after taking initiation, also we do this type of things. While chanting, we check our WhatsApp messages. We are not serious about chanting because assume that when you are in the office, okay, and when you are talking to your boss on a one-on-one meeting, do you do the same thing with your boss? You pay utmost attention to your boss. Why? Because your life and death depends on your boss. You will be fired if you don't pay attention to what he is saying. So you're so scared about your job. Whereas, when you come to Krishna consciousness, Krishna is the provider of everything to us. is Sarva Karana Karanam. For this Supreme Lord, when you're praying, how much attention we should pay off. Just imagine for a second. Krishna gives everything to us without even asking. He gave everything to us, and that Supreme Lord, when we chant, we don't chant with proper attention. How offense is that one? So assume that somebody coming and talking to you, and you put your face like this, listening to him. How do you feel that? You feel, oh, come on, this guy is not caring for me. It's not worth talking to him. You go away. Correct? Same way, when you're taking name of Krishna and you are doing something else, I mean, that is allowed, but at least when you allow daily 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 16 rounds, you have to do attentive chanting. You are not doing anything else but name of Krishna. That commitment has to be there. But rather, what we will do, we try to focus too much, then we will lose our focus totally, or we try to, what you call, do other chores while doing. That is recommended, that is fine, do other chores, but after your committed time for Krishna is completed. For example, I am chanting 8 rounds per day. That takes 1 hour for me. Finish that 1 hour of chanting without any deviation, without any other engagements. And later, you can take name of Krishna while driving, while walking, while cooking, while working, take Krishna. That is fine. You get the, what you call, Sukriti definitely comes in. But given the amount of time, whatever number of rounds you are supposed to do, that we have to do with 100% focus. Okay? And that's called basically offenseful chanting when you're doing other things. And second one is listing the offenses. Here Prabhupada writes that there are 10 basic offenses. And if a devotee avoids these, he can glimpse the next stage, which is situated between offensive chanting and pure chanting. So there's a called intermediate stage. There is if you take a full gamut of it, okay, negative to positive to 0, right? So negative is the offensive chanting, 0 is the in between, and positive is the pure chanting. Okay, so everybody will start, with offenseful chanting, but later we read Shastra, we read information, and we associate with the devotees. Slowly, the offenseless chanting offenseful chanting has to reduce, and there is a stepwise preparation given by Rupa Goswami. We will discuss that one. When one attains pure stage, he is immediately liberated. When one comes to the chanting pure stage, that is called Shuddhanam, when you'll be liberated. Okay, there's a 2 stages called conditioned state and liberated state. Conditioned state, we are associated with so much with the Maya, right? Under 3 modes of material nature. The liberated stage, you will be completely in full 100% Krishna consciousness. This is called Bhava Mahadevagni Nirvapanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, right? What is that? Cheto Darpana Marjanam. When you take the name of Krishna to clean up your heart, that is like a dust on the mirror. When there's a dust on the mirror, you slowly clean up. Then you can see your face in the mirror. Correct? Same way, our heart is filled with so many unwanted desires. So many unwanted desires. So the desires, slowly by name of Krishna, that mirror of heart should be cleaned. That's only possible by the name of Krishna. Why? Because Krishna in Kali Yuga, he came in the form of Krishna, Kalikala Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. In Kali Yuga, Krishna came in the form of name, Nama. Nama Chintamani. Nama Chintamani means name of Krishna is Chintamani, wish fulfilling desire. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvam Nama Namino. There is no difference between name of Krishna and form of Krishna in the Kali Yuga. He came in the form of Kim. And also, Krishna, why we give so much importance to name of Krishna in Kali Yuga? Because Krishna has invested all his energies in the name. Krishna invested all. What is it? Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Nama, Guna, Rupa, Leela. He invested in the name of Krishna. It's like a microchip, I would say. Microchip. Name of Krishna is microchip. Nam, name, form, qualities, pastimes are named. So, Rupa Goswami Prabhupada explains is Ado Shraddha, how the process of bhakti begins. Ado Shraddha, first you have a pliable faith which is not strongly determined. Tata Sadhu Sangha, you take the association of the devotees. When you get association of devotees, you get the faith in the process. Then Bhajana Kriya comes. Bhajana Kriya means that instruction and initiation comes from the Guru. At that point, our real spiritual life starts. Bhajana Kriya. Once Bhajana Kriya taken seriously, then the process of Anartha Nivrutti kicks in. Anartha Nivrutti. Anartha Nivrutti, I just want to show 9 stages of bhakti, how I was taking notes. If you look at here, Shraddha means first faith. The faith is not so strong to begin with. We have some pliable faith. Okay, my friend is going to ISKCON program, let me also go there. And after you go there, you hear when the name of Krishna that attracts because you're cleaning up your heart. Every time you hear the name of Krishna, your heart gets cleansed by Krishna. So then you come to program, Ado Shraddha, you got some faith. Hey, this looks like a something program. I like it. I would like to go more often to the temple. Then you come more and more. Slowly, as you hear the name of Krishna, associate the devotee of Krishna, your faith increases, pliable faith. Then Sadhu Sangha, you like to have the devotees association. All together in Bhakti Rukshas, in the temple, all sit together, have prasadam, and we talk about Krishna, etc., these things. Then you like association of the devotees. Then Bhajana Kriya. What do you Bhajana Kriya? You take initiation and instructions from the Gurus. Practicing devotional service in the form of either Sadhaka Bhakta or Vaidhi Bhakta. And these are the 2 preliminary stages. Then you go to Ragatmika Bhakti later. Attachment comes later. And after that stage, Anartha Nivrutti. This is the most crucial step in the process of bhakti. Anartha Nivrutti means unwanted desires. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mahadvavapi Nirvapanam. All these unwanted desires, we have to put in the big fire, they will be nullified. Because of those desires, because of unwanted desires in our heart, that is obstruction of going to devotional service. We have so many unwanted desires. And as per Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj explained that for an average person, it takes 3 lifetimes to eradicate all unwanted desires in our heart. That's why they recommend Krishna Katha, hearing Krishna Katha. Bhagavatam explains, Shrunvitam sa Katha Krishna Punya Savana Kirtanam Hridayantasyo hi abhadrani Vridunoti Svatsatam. By hearing Krishna Katha, our hearts gets cleansed. And the hearts gets cleansed, evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogyata. When heart becomes cleansed, Krishna comes and resides in our heart. That is what we want looking for Krishna. Or the sleeping mode of Krishna in our heart gets activated. Is there in dormant stage? Every living entity as a Paramatma. Like we know Brahma Samhita confirms, Andantarastu Paramanuchayantarastam. Every atom has Krishna is there. But in the sleeping dormant stage, how to awaken the sleeping one? By hearing Krishna Katha, asking the devotees, removing all unwanted desire. Mahaprabhu says, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Clean up your heart of the mirror. And also he says, Nam Namakari Bhavda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatrapita Nimita Smaranena Kala. He says that Nam Namakari Bhavda Nija Sarva Shakti means Krishna has invested all his energies in the Nam of Krishna. Nam Namakari Nija Sarva Shakti. All the Shaktis are there in name of Krishna. When you take that powerful name of Krishna, so it's like a dynamite in your hand. Dynamite, Nama, Guna, Rupa, Leela in the name of Krishna. Right? Next stage called Nishtha develops. Steadiness. Yes, Krishna is there, he'll protect me. That's it, regardless of whatever's happened in my life. Steadiness. Then after that, taste comes. Then attachment comes, love, prema, these things. And this is how it is, okay? Here, let's go back to our place here. What is that? The conclusion is that in order to get freed from material disease, what is our material disease? Identifying with the body, entangled in the material world. One must take the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. Why is Hare Krishna mantra? Why not different mantras? In Kali Santara Upanishad, Narada Muni explains Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is 100% potency of delivering from this material world. Hare means who? Srimati Radharani, the internal energy of Lord Sri Krishna. Krishna is reservoir of all pleasure. Hare, again Srimati Radharani. Rama means who gives the pleasure to the devotees. And these names, when repeatedly chanted, and that invokes it connects to our lost relationship with Krishna in our heart. Okay, the Krishna conscious movement is especially meant for creating atmosphere in which people can take to the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. Come to a temple, we see everybody holding the bead bags and chanting holy name. One must begin with faith. That's the Ado Shraddha. And when the faith is increased by chanting, a person can become the member society. As I said in the previous shloka, when your pliable faith becomes strong, then you come to the temple associated with the devotees of the Lord. Right? We are sending Sankirtana parties all over the Prabhupada writing. Prabhupada started all over ISKCON temples all over the world to give the people Sankirtana movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, advented in Kali Yuga, is called Sankirtanaika Pitaro. He is the father of congregational chanting. And he did not see which caste you belong to, which category you belong to. Wherever you see the Krishna name of Krishna in this Yuga. Right? And they're experiencing that even in the remotest part of the world by grace of our divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. He came to America when he was 69 years old. And he distributed holy name without any hindrance. He gave it to everyone, in the name of Krishna. Where there is no knowledge of Krishna, in the Western world, there is no knowledge of Krishna, but he came and he gave. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra attracts thousands of men in our camp. Prabhupada telling that, when Prabhupada started chanting in the Thompson Square Park, all white people came, devotees came, they became devotees. Why? Because of the purity of the Prabhupada, and he attracted so many souls to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? In some areas, people begin to imitate the devotees by shaving their heads and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra only few days after hearing the mantra. Look at that there. When Prabhupada connected all the Western devotees, they started shaving their heads. They have nice back, this one, and then they put white clothes and they started chanting and dancing. And Prabhupada used to cook nice prasadam. Especially when Prabhupada came in New York, he used to make gulab jamuns by Prabhupada himself, and he used to distribute, because when somebody comes, when you give philosophy, they get confused. And the best way to deal with them is give some prasadam. When you prasadam offer to Krishna, that clears your heart. And that what you call, when the tongue is cleansed with the prasadam, and it will tis the name of Krishna. That's how it Prabhupada started. In some areas, people begin to imitate devotees by shaving their heads, chanting, and only a few days after hearing mantra. This may be imitative, but imitation of good thing is desired. We all know we have to imitate. Yes, we have to imitate. For example, we are not pure devotees, but still we wear dhoti, we put tilak, and we are not pure chanters, but we still chant it. We have to pretend. Pretension is good as a devotee qualities. Prabhupada says pretension. Yes, pretend to be a devotee, you will become a devotee. Nothing wrong in that pretension. Wear dhoti and tilak and everything, and that gives some sort of mood for you to chant. When you chant, you really go into that mood. That is required. Imitation is fine. Not imitation, sorry. Copying is fine. You can become like a devotee and try to follow the footsteps of previous acharyas and try to pretend to be a devotee. Pretension is always good in spiritual life. When you pretend, and you become real devotee of the Lord. Okay, and some imitators gradually become interested in being initiated by the spiritual master and offer themselves for the initiation. When you state these things, then you slowly become, and you're ready for the initiation process. Okay, but if one is sincere, he is initiated. Look at that. When we want to have a guru, sincere desire to have a guru, Prabhupada, pray to seriously Prabhupada arranges one of his disciples as a guru. Because there are many histories in our Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Narada Muni, even Narada Muni, his mother, he was an orphan, his mother died, and he was walking and he was able to find Narada Muni, his spiritual master. Same way, our great Dhruva Maharaj, he was rejected by his stepmother Surichi, not to sit on the lap of his father. Then he went to Mother Suniti and asked her. She said, "We have nowhere else to go but to Krishna, Supreme Lord." And his intense desire to get connected to the spiritual master, to practice the bhakti, because of his intense desire, Krishna arranged Narada Muni as his spiritual master. So here, if once he is sincere, he is initiated, and this stage is called Bhajana Kriya. As I said in the before, Ado Saddha, Tada Sadhu Sangha. Bhajana Kriya, you get initiation and as well as instructions from the Guru. Then one actually engages in the service of the Lord by regularly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds daily. This is the mercy of Prabhupada, 16 rounds. Otherwise, it would be 32 rounds. But Krishna, after Prabhupada seeing our disgusted lives in America, he said, okay, because I'm making 16 rounds. Because Prabhupada said so, Krishna accepted it. Because Prabhupada is Acharya. So Acharya, he has he has empowerment given by Krishna to make 16 rounds. Okay, and refraining from illicit sex, intoxicants, meat eating, and gambling, 4 regulative principles. And also, how important these 4 regulative principles are, it is essential. These 4 regulative principles are so essential that as you follow them strictly, and your chanting automatically improves. There's a connection between these 4 regulative principles and chanting. When you follow these very strictly, and your chanting improves. By Bhajana Kriya, one attains freedom from the contamination of materialistic life. Bhajana Kriya, initiation, instruction. What initiation? Initiation, you change your name. Why do you change your name? You are changing your identity. Your identity, you become Das. You are the servant of the servant of the servant. And Guru gives the Diksha for you. And you get the name change. Means you get a second birth. It is birth given by spiritual master. Biological father gives biological birth as a child. But when you grow up, you take a second birth as spiritual. The whole meaning of that is that you're changing your identity from bodily conception to spiritual conception. Coming to spirituality, I am not this body, I am the soul. That's the conception supposed to be done, but that takes time to realize that level of realization. Okay? He no longer goes to a restaurant or hotel, tastes so-called palatable dishes made with meat, onions, or not does he take smoke, drink, tea, coffee. These are the rules we must follow to be a sincere devotee of the Supreme Lord. He not only refrains from illicit sex, avoids sex entirely, nor he is interested in wasting time in speculating or gambling. In this way, it is to be understood that one is becoming cleansed of unwanted desires, anartha nivrutti, which is very, very tough situation in our human life. Anartha nivrutti. This is the one which takes longest time. Unwanted desires. We all have, whether you accept it or not, we have all unwanted desires. You may say, I don't have a desire. No, inherently we have all unwanted desires. If we didn't have desires, we could have not even come here. We have the desires, unwanted desires. Because of that only, we are stuck here forever. Though desires are one of the root cause for our existence in this material nature. The word anartha refers to unwanted things. Anarthas are vanquished when one becomes attached to Krishna conscious moment. Okay? Why? It is not that when you come to Krishna conscious, you give up everything. That is called dovetailing, basically. All the anarthas vanquished the moment you connect your activities to Krishna. That's called dovetailing. Connect everything to Krishna. What is that Bhagavatam says? Vishwakasena katayo na utpadaye yadiratim shramayaivahi kevalam. If something we are doing which is na utpadaye yadiratim, ratim means attraction to Krishna. Na utpadayet, which doesn't generate attraction for Krishna, shramayaivahi kevalam. That's a donkey's work. Donkey's work, what we do. Okay, that's why we have to dovetail. Or the second chapter also it says, what is that? Niraharasya rasavarjam rasobhyasha param drishva nivartate. We have to go for higher taste. That is Krishna conscious. And the taste may not come in the beginning. And we have complaints. Oh, I chant, but I don't get the taste. If Krishna is so easy to get taste, everybody become a devotee. It's not that easy to get the taste of Krishna. Namaruchi doesn't come that easily. Because we have been associated with the material nature millions of lifetimes, now we came devoted this lifetime, now we want chant. The moment you chant 3-4 months, you want Namaruchi. Do you think Krishna is so cheap to get Namaruchi so easily? No, you have to struggle. Mother Yashoda, is she binding Krishna just like that, running and catching him? She has to work so hard, so much endeavorment she is putting to catch Krishna. Right? After endeavorment also, there's no guarantee the mercy comes from the Lord. It's up to the Lord's discretion whether he gives mercy or not. Even we chant, the Ruchi may not come. It may take several lifetimes. But we put little effort, expect more in our lives. That's a problem. We don't even properly chant, but we want, if I want to chant, I want a Namaruchi. We go other way around. I want Namaruchi, then only I chant. Then we're stuck forever in this material life. You have to try it, try again, 1 lifetime, 2 lifetimes. 3. You have wasted millions of lifetimes before. Can't you waste 2-3 lifetimes for Krishna to get the Namaruchi? We don't have patience. The moment you take up, I want Namaruchi. Babaji, I don't taste, I don't get Namaruchi. How do you get Namaruchi? Not easy. Catching Krishna is not easy. Did Mother Yashoda has a Vatshalya about how much effort she put into catching Krishna? Same thing happens in our life, dear devotees. Not easy. We want all our material lives comfortable, then we chant, we want Krishna. It doesn't work that way. Okay. When a person is released from unwanted things, he becomes fixed in the execution of Krishna's activities. That is basically this stage, our Nishtha, in the 9 stages of Rupa Goswami, called Nishtha. Right? So, indeed, he becomes attached to such activities and experience ecstasy in executing devotional service. Look at that. When the attachment comes, every moment becomes a pleasant service. Every moment becomes a happy moment. This is called bhava. Okay, after attachment, then we have ruchi, namaruchi, then you can do bhava. What's the meaning of bhava? The bhava is that you can sit in your room in New Jersey and you can see the pastimes of the Supreme Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. Like a Duradarshan. When Sanjaya was telling the whole description of war to Dhritarashtra, he was given Divya Drishtis to see everything what is going on there. Like a television, he's seeing like a television is explaining. And in the Bhava stage of that life, you can see the pastimes of Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. Nama, Guna, Rupa, Leela. Nama. Guna, qualities of Krishna, you can see it while chanting comes in. They will reveal to you. Rupa, you can see the form of Krishna. What happened to Narada Muni, the beginning? He just gave a glimpse of it and then he disappeared. Then he was hankering, I want to see same Krishna again. He's hankering for that. And we may get glimpses sometimes, my dear devotees. You may give Krishna, give us some sample of it, then it just disappears. And our hankering for Krishna increases with that. It's a bhava stage. The preliminary awakening of dormant love of God, at that time, Krishna is fully awakened in our heart. Krishna is responsive. My spiritual master says, Krishna is responsive. Whatever way you chant, whether you show Nama Para, Nama Bas, Nama Shuddhanam, Krishna is responsive. And Krishna also gives one thing. It's not easy to chant my name, dear devotees. He says that in this sloka. What is that sloka? Daiviyesha gunamayi mama maya duratya mamevai prapadyante mamevaiti tarantite. Says, my dear Arjun, do you think it's very easy to overcome 3 modes of material nature? Very difficult. Krishna himself is telling, he is a manufacturer of this world. Krishna, he himself is telling this very difficult to overcome my Maya. But, condition, those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross it. He is giving the problem and also solution. Problem is, you cannot overcome Maya. Solution is, if you come to me, we will take care of it. How beautiful that is. He is giving everything what we needed in the spiritual world to begin with. Okay? And then, although Maya may be present, but it cannot be disturbed a devotee once he attains Bhava stage. The Bhava stage, nobody can disturb him. This is because devotee can see real position of Maya. Maya means forgetfulness of Krishna. And forgetfulness of Krishna and Krishna consciousness stand side by side like light and shadow. If one remains in shadow, he cannot enjoy the facilities offered by the light. Other way around as well. When somebody in the light, he doesn't want shadow. He cannot disturb the darkness. By taking Krishna conscious, one gradually becomes liberated, remains in light. Okay, he does not even touch the darkness. As confirmed Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Surya Sama, Maya hai andakar. Yahan Krishna Pahan, nahi Maya andakar. Beautifully. Where Krishna is there. Where Krishna is there. I think some echo is coming. Maybe put in the mute. So, wherever Krishna is, there is no place for Maya. Krishna is Koti Surya Samateja Swarupa Krishna. The effulgence coming from Krishna's body, giving all this light to the entire universe creation because of his effulgence. Moon is getting light from him. Sun is getting light from him. He is the source of, that's why it's called Sarvakarana Karana, Krishna. That Krishna is giving everything for us. He is the control of the material nature. Nothing works in this creation without his permission. Maya Dhyakshena Prakrute Suyate Characharam Hetu Nanenu Kaunteya Jagat Vipavartite. My dear Arjun, this material nature working under my direction. I am the seed-giving father. Mother nature is mother. That's why we call Mother Nature. The father is Krishna. If Krishna doesn't put his drishti on material nature, nothing happens. Everything is sleeping. The moment Krishna sees, whole activity starts. Sun comes, moon comes, seasons comes, everything comes because of Krishna's plans on the material nature. Right? Krishna is compared sunshine, and Maya is compared to darkness. Where there is sunshine, there cannot be darkness. As soon as one takes Krishna consciousness, darkness of illusion, the influence of external energy will be immediately vanish. The moment you take Krishna consciousness in your life, everything is glowing. Right? And with association, devotees. And everything comes by just taking the name of Krishna. Because, and this human form of life is very rare to get. Durlabho manusho deho dehi nam kshanabhanguram tatravi durlabhamanya vaikunta priyadarshanam. My dear devotees, very rare to get this human form of life. There are 8.4 million species on this planet. But what is the probability of getting this human form of life? And if you don't utilize this life for Krishna consciousness, you miss the boat. You end up somewhere. The Chaitanya Charitamrita explains, what is that? Brahmanda Brahmite Ikone Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Bhaya Bhaktilata Beach. Brahmanda Brahmita, you go directionless, you go to this planet, that planet, this, that, all upper planetary system, lower planetary system. You think maybe I'll get something better there, something here, there, something there. Punaha Charvita, Prahlad Maharaj, yes. Punaha Charvita Charananam. Okay, in the human form of life, I'm not able to get this one. Let me take a cat's body, let me take a dog's body, let me take a lion body, let me take this body, I may get something different. We try all the efforts, all are futile. Nothing is there. Right? And that's why this life has to be utilized properly for the self-realization. The human form is Prabhupada writes one line beautifully. The human form of life is meant for self-realization. Period. That is the whole Krishna conscious statement. Jivere Swarupai Krishnera Nityadas. That is, the living entities at primary duty is serve Krishna. Everything comes secondary. Primary duty is to serve, because you're part and parcel of Krishna. Your dharma is that one. Each object has its own dharma. Dharma of living entity is to serve the Supreme Lord. Without doing that, you do everything else, it's a waste of time. That's what here, how holy name has been emphasized, and how it should be chanted, and in what stages, how another nivritti process has to be eradicated completely, so that you go to level of nishtha, asakti, bhava, and prema. In the prema stage, you sit even in your room and you take participation of Krishna Leela in Goloka Vrindavan. That powerful name of Krishna is Nama Guna Rupa Leela. Leela. You can see Leelas of Krishna. Just by chanting the holy name of Krishna. How powerful. How much he has invested his energies in the name of Krishna as a microchip. So that's why we don't take, we should not want to take the chanting easily, my dear devotees. So in the month of Kartik, everything on the sale, okay? And if you're not chanting before, start chanting now. If you're doing 4 rounds, make it 8 rounds. If you're doing 8 rounds, make 16 rounds. And process becomes so easy in this month of Kartik, because all the environment is conducive for chanting this 1 month. And Krishna cooperates with you. Krishna gives extra mercy who is chanting in this month of Kartik. If you are not started, it's the best time to start chanting in this month of Kartik. Best time to invite you. When you have Damodarashtakam, forget about existing senior devotees. Call new people, your next door, the opposite guy, the Piche wala, Samne wala. Call everyone and tell the Damodara story. Ask them to give diya. Just even if they give one time diya, that is sufficiently enough for them to bring back to devotional service some part of their life, sometime in their life. That powerful Damodar month is. Why? Because this month is Kartik, which is Radharani's month. Krishna loves Radharani the best. He is called Jagan Mohan, and Radharani is called Jagan Mohana Mohini. And Krishna loves her. Whoever takes her shelter, Krishna never say no to anything where Radharani recommends anyone. So that powerful take name of Krishna in this month, in this one, Krishna loves, gives ultimate benediction to you, my dear devotees. And see how important the name of Krishna. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Chintamani Dham. And Brahma Samhita Brahma explains how spiritual world is. Why we are not planning to go there? We are trying to go there here and there to make money. If you go to Goloka Vrindavan, you see Chintamani Dhamas, all made of wish-fulfilling desire trees, diamonds, emeralds, all are there in spiritual world. They are made of everything like that, Krishna's abode. Why we are not planning to go there? We came from India to America for the dollars. Fine, that's fine. But from here, you see the vast next place. We don't want to go back to India for rupees because money is 280. Now we want to go from dollar to what the best makes. That's only Goloka Vrindavan. Next stage is. Plan for that. Okay, the devotees, I would like to stop here. Again, it's my sincere request all the devotees who are not chanting, who are, what you call not focused chanting. These are the months where you can get the advantage, sale month, and Krishna gives mercy and make best out of your life. This is the best we can do as a, Prabhupada, my spiritual master says, the best state of a living entity is a devotee. Why? Because that defines the constitutional position of a human being, devotee. That's the best stage. Okay, I'll stop here. I will ask anyone to add anything or maybe add some points or some questions. I'm ready to take it. Hare Krishna, my daughter would like to chant Gita Shloka 3 times if you allow. Who is this one?
Yeah,
Ramakrishna
Hare
Atma
Krishna,
Pujya.
Prabhu. This is Ramakrishna. So
Which sloka she is reciting, Prabhuji?
Purandari. Yeah. Which sloka, Purandari, you will recite for 3 minutes? 12th chapter, Prabhu.
Sure. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तास्त्वां परिपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेताः ते मे युक्ततमा मताः ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देशम् अव्यक्तं परिभासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थलमचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः.
Thank you so much.
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि कदेर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय तेषामहं समुद्धता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवानि न चिरात् पार्थ मया वेचितचेतसां मय्येव मनःस्व.
Thank you so much. Thank you for nice training, Prabhuji. Wow.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thanks
Wonderful.
for giving some time. Hare
No
Krishna.
problem. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, anybody has questions or anybody wants to add some points here? I might have missed it.
Yes, Prabhu, very nicely, very wonderfully you explain everything, how effectively you spoke about the Mahatma Nama, and every example, not the every example, every point, you mentioned the sloka also, referring the sloka. Very wonderfully explained, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Because somebody raising hands. Who is that, Prabhuji? Surya Prabhuji? Go ahead.
Yes, Prabhu, I always have a question.
Sure.
So, firstly, very amazing class, Dhanavad Pranam Prabhu. Really enjoyed it and know the importance of the. But Krishna in chapter 8, 6, I cannot really prolifically talk about say the Sanskrit version or yam vapi. Yeah. So he's saying that if you think about me at the time of death, you can directly attain me. Same thing has been shown and explained it in Gajendra Moksham also, like, once just one call and Krishna comes or Vishnu comes. So you said it will take lifetimes to go there, 3 lifetimes. So
I just want to wait. Gajendra Moksha, he did not come for the first call. Gajendra tried himself to save himself first.
Exactly. Yes, Prabhu, you're right.
Okay.
I mean to say, he tried himself. He prayed for other demigods, and then finally he said, "Though the person who is created this particular universe, please come and help me." He doesn't even know who Vishnu was. So he said that, right, Prabhu? So my question is, you said there'll be, it will take 3 lifetimes for cleaning all our
average. Not everybody. There are person who can go first. Person go 3, 4, 5, but average 3.
Okay.
I mean, if you Prabhupada has given all the tools and equipment in this lifetime, you can go back to Godhead.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah. It all your intensity, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Correct.
For example, in corporate America, we determine, hey, these people can have a fast track promotions. For example, I'm just giving. But an average person, no, I'm not that. Okay, let me take 3 years promotion. That's fine with me. Somebody says, no, I want to explore that opportunity. Let me get first year itself promotion. You agree with me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to add some points? I like to hear from all of you also, please.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Anjana
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, one I won't say doubt, but
Okay.
what happens if I try to keep track of the counts, then I feel like I'm losing little bit of divinity. Just with the free mind, if somebody asks me to chant, I can chant forever until my stamina or capacity runs. But if I start keeping track of count, I did 1 round or 2 round. So I mean, there is I can say some loss of affection or distraction.
I completely understand where you're coming from, Mataji. Because when we have given that kind of free will, okay, you do whatever, then it becomes like, you may chant, you may not even chant. But this is at least minimum these rounds chant. After that, you do whatever. You can chant as many times as you want. It's just for the discipline only. Prabhupada said 16 rounds minimum. Means that we need to call Krishna times that many times in a day minimum. If for example you are there, okay, today, I am feeling so this one, I don't even chant today. Tomorrow you feel so energetic, you do a lot of chanting. We don't want those inconsistencies. See, the devotional service is consistency is very important. Krishna doesn't see our intelligence. Krishna doesn't see how perfectly we are chanting. Krishna sees our effort. Oh, this person, Anjana Mataji, from New Jersey, she is, whether she likes it or not, she is spending 2 hours time for me every day. Got the point here? That consistency should be there, that's called discipline, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. I am really fan of consistency, and if there is any change or it is tough for me to accommodate that, but I do accept that if it's related to an religion or divinity. So no, I understand. Yes, discipline.
Discipline has to be there.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhu, last question, one question. Prabhu, you told that Prabhupada already mentioned that 3 stages of Nama, pure Nama and Namavas and offense. So, Namavas is not the first stage, right? In the middle stage?
Nama Parad is number 1. We do all aparadas in the beginning stages. Then Nama Bas, then Shuddha Nama.
Oh, Namavas, the second stage.
Second,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
and if you want more information, you can Google and find out. You get a lot of good information about those 3.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah, you can discuss later also with me, no issues.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Jai, thank you so much, Govardhan Bhakta Pr, for a wonderful class. Thank you, dear devotees. So a few more things. So since we are going through the Kartik, so let's also sing the Damodarashtagam. And then also after that, we are going to the Radhakund Parikrama. So yesterday was Radhakund appearance day. We'll get a chance on Friday. Friday was, I think there are a lot of programs were happening. Today we will go through the Radhakund Parikrama. And before that, let's get that mode of Vrindavan. Let's all go to Vrindavan and go to the Gokul, where Mother Yashoda is banking Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji, you want to recite? Mother.
Whom you're asking, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Sing Namamishwaram?
Yeah, sing Namamishwaram.
Then we follow.
First you 2 lines, and we follow.
Yeah. Okay.
That. Yeah.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
Everybody, please unmute and then close that.
यशोदाभियोलुकलादवमानं परं दृश्यमत्यन्ता द्रोतृतगोप्या can you go to Udantam Muhurnetra Yugmamrujantam Karambojayugmena Satakanetram Muhashvasakam patrirekantakanta Stitagraivam damodaram bhaktivaddam Iti drikshvalilabir anandakunde Swagosham nimajjantamakypayantam Tadiye sitagnesto bhakti tijatvam Puna prema tassam savriti vande Varam deva moksham namokshavadivya Nachanyam vraneham vareshatapīha Idam teva purnata gopala balam Sada me manasya virastakimanye Sorry. Idam te mukamboja machan. That's over, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Next. Namo.
No. Idam te
mukamboja machanta nilai. Vratam kundalai snigdha rakshasa gopya.
Idam
Muhuschumbitam bimbaraktaradam me manasya virashtakyalam lakshalabai. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasidha Prabho Dukkha Jaladimagnam
Namo Devadamodarananta
Vishnu
Vishnu Prasida
Sida
Jala
Rupa drishti vrsyati dinam vatano Gruhane shamamajñam yedrakshi drishya
Kripadrishyadinam Vadano
Kuveratmajau bhaktam rotpuvayadvat Tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajakritau cha
Viratmajau Bhatta
Vaya mochito
Bhakti Bhajau Kritocha
Tata prema bhaktim svakamripayacha Namo kshigraho mesti damodareha
Prema Bhakti Yacha Namo Shri Damodare
Kuberatmajau sorry.
No, Namo Radhika.
Namaste.
Namaste
Namaste
Sudamne Sturadipidamne Tvadiyo Yarayata Vishwasadamne
Namaste
Sudamne Sudamne
Yodaraya
Yodarayata Vishwasadamne
Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaye Namo Nantalilaya Devayatubhyam
Namo
Radhikaya
Namo Nandalilaya
Nandalilaya
Devaya
Devayatubhyam
Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaye Namo Nantalilaya Devayatubhyam
Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devayatubhyam
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Radha
Jaya Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe
Jaya
Jaya
Radha
Radha
Damodar
Damodari Radha Damodara
Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe
Jaya
Jaya
Radha
Radha
Damodar
Damodari
Radha
Radha
Damodar
Damodara
Radhe
Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe,
Jaya
Radhe Radhe Shri Radha Damodari ki.
Jai.
Devotees one by one, please read the translation.
To the Supreme Controller who possesses an eternal form of blissful knowledge, whose glistering earrings swing to and fro, who manifested himself in Gokula, who stole the butter that the gopis kept hanging from the rafters of their storerooms, and who then quickly jumped up and ran in retreat in fear of Mother Yashoda, but was ultimately caught. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna.
Radha Damodar ji ki jai.
Upon seeing mother's weeping stick, he cried and rubbed his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes were fearful and his breathing quick. And as a mother Yashoda bound to his belly with the ropes, he whispered in a fright, and his pearl and necklace shook. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisance. Radha Damodar ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Those super excellent pastimes of Lord Krishna's babyhood drowned the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy. To the devotees who are attracted only to his majestic aspect of Narayana in Vaikuntha, the Lord herein reveals, I am conquered and overwhelmed by pure loving devotion. To the Supreme Lord Damodara, my obeisances hundreds and hundreds of times. Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Shri Radha Damodar ji ki jai.
Jai. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for liberation, nor eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon. My only prayer is that your childhood pastimes may constantly appear in my mind. O Lord, I do not even want to know your features of Paramatma. I simply wish that your childhood pastimes may ever be enacted in my hearts. Jai Radha.
Fifth one. Fifth one.
Oh Lord,
Go ahead.
he wants to go, then it's okay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Mataji.
O Lord, the cheeks of your blackish lotus face, which is encircled by locks of curling hair, have become reddened like bimba fruits due to Mother Yasoda's kisses. What more can I describe than this? Millions of opulences are of no use to me, but may this vision constantly remain in my mind.
Jai Shri Radha. Jai.
Yeah.
Sixth one.
O unlimited Vishnu, O Master, O Lord, be pleased upon me. I am drowning in an ocean of sorrow and am almost like a dead man. Please shower the rain of mercy on me, uplift me, and protect me with your nectarian vision.
Jai Shri Radha Damodar ji ki jai.
Jai.
O Lord
Oh
Dam.
Lord Dam. Sorry, go ahead, Prabhuji.
O Lord Damodara, in form as a baby, Mother Yashoda bound you to a grinding stone with a rope for tying cows. You then feed the son of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakurava, who were cursed to stand as trees, and you gave them the chance to become your devotee. Please bless me in the same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effulgence. Hare Krishna.
What?
Oh Lord, the entire universe was created by Lord Brahma, who was born from your abdomen, which was bound with a rope by Mother Yashoda. To this rope I offer my humble obeisances. I offer my obeisances to your most beloved Srimati Radharani and to your unlimited pastimes.
Jai Shri Radha Damodar ji ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much. Now let us go to the parikrama. Let me share that. Okay. Everybody is able to see it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yada Kunduki Jai.
Jai.
Is already high, filling your water bottles and covering your heads with hats and turbans. Let's begin the journey to Radha Kund.
Radha's and Krishna's pastimes are divided into 8 parts of the day, known as Astakaliya Leela, or 8-fold daily pastimes. One part extends from 10:48 a.m. till 3:36 p.m., and the Surya Dev worship pastime happens within that period. Krishna disguises himself as a priest, Madhu Mangala as his assistant, and when Srimati Radharani comes to worship the sun god, they serve her in so-called worship. Actually, Srimati Radharani's son, Radha's mother-in-law, Jatila, also attends the worship, but she is oblivious to Krishna's transcendental trickery.
Finally, we stop under a large banyan tree to rest. We are only 6 kilometers from Radha Kund. We're already 2/3 of the way there. Somewhat refreshed, we walk on, our eyes alert for the milestones by the side of the road. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madhadan Mohan, Shama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan, Kalindi Jamuna Jaya, Jaya Mahavan. So today we left Bahulavan, and as we approach Radha Kund, we enter Vrindavan Forest, the 5th of the 12 forests of Braja. Radha Kund and Govardhan are described as being within Vrindavan, as are Barshana, Nandagram, Chavat, Shregar, and Chiragat. And here we are. Jai Jai Shri Radha Kund Ki Jai. Our camp is between Radha Kund village and Kusum Sarovara on the Govardhan Parikram path. We will be here for the next 3 nights. Such great fortune is a reason to celebrate. We will be sleeping in the dust of the most sacred place in the universe. We spend the rest of the afternoon settling in, honoring Prasad, and resting. Then we have a regular evening program in chant Damodarastaka as night falls.
Rameshwaram Satchidanandarupam Satkundalango Kule Brajamanam Yashodampiyo Luka Ladavamanam Param Santa Udrutya Goka. Rudam tamuhur netra yugmam rejanta karamboja yugmena satanka netra muhurshvasakam patirekanka kanta chitagaivam damoda ram bhakti padam. इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिर् आनन्दे स्वमजन्तम्
Just skipping it to the
त्वदीयदरायात विश्वसदाम्ने मोराधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमोऽनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमामीश्वरां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियो लोकलादवमानं परं भ्रष्टमत्यन्त तोदृत्यगोप्या नमामीश्वरां सा चिदानन्दरूपं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियो लोकलादवमानं परं भ्रष्टमत्यन्त तोदृत्यगोप्या नमामीश्वरां सा
So this is the that was the beginning of
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, welcome to the day 9 of Braj Mandal Parikrama. Yesterday all of us had a very wonderful ecstatic bath at Radha Kund right at the midnight. But today is the time we'll go to our next destination, and our today's destination is the village of Deeg. It's a pretty long walk, more than 19 kilometers, but there will be a lot of katha, a lot of chanting, a lot of dancing, and a lot of wonderful prasadam. So we'll all have a very wonderful time today. We'll be going to many famous places. Chakratirth, where Lord Sudarshan is taking rest. There's a temple of Chakreshwar Mahadev, one of the 4 Kshetrapals of Braj Dham, who's residing there to protect this Dham. There we also have Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatan Goswami. On the way we'll also be going to Gantuli Gram. So many amazing, wonderful pastimes took place at all these spots. So let us begin the journey for today now.
So today, Braj Mandala Parikrama is day 9, Radhakund to Deeg. We'll be going by Chakreshwar Mahadev, Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir, Gantuli Gram, Bahej. We'll be reaching Deeg. As each of us leaves Radhakund, we have a fairly good indication of whether or not we have managed to adapt to the parikrama lifestyle. Today, we walk to Deeg. We follow the Govardhan Parikrama road until Govardhan town, where at the entrance we turn right and walk a short distance before turning left toward the area known as Chakratirtha. Chakratirtha is on the north bank of Manasi Ganga. When Krishna lifted Govardhana hill, his Sudarshan chakra hung above Giriraj, evaporating the torrential rains by spinning and generating tremendous heat. Sudarshana served his Lord like this for the entire 7 days of the pastime. After Krishna replaced Govardhan hill, Sudarshana begged the Lord's permission to remain in this place. Here we find the temple of Chakreshwar Mahadev, who is one of the 4 Kshetrapalas, or forms of Lord Shiva, who protect Brajmandala. We offer him our humble respects. The other 3 are Bhuteshwar Mahadev in Mathura, Kameshwar Mahadev in Kamyavan, and Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan. Next to the Chakreshwar Mahadev temple is the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatan Goswami. From his residence here, the elderly saint would daily perform the 24-mile exterior Govardhan Parikrama. While he walked, he repeatedly offered obeisances to Govardhan, as well as to any devotees he met along the way.
One day, when Sanatan Goswami was already quite old, the Lord appeared before him in the guise of a cowherd boy, and a sweet exchange took place. The Bhakti Ratnakara describes this. Sanatan Goswami, with tears in his eyes, tried to conceal his fatigued condition from the boy. Gopinath spoke sweetly to Sanatan. In this old age, you should not take so much trouble. Dear Swamiji, please follow my advice. Sanatan Goswami replied, Whatever you say, I will certainly follow. Then the cowherd boy climbed Govardhan hill and brought a Shila marked with his own footprint. In sweet words, he requested Sanatan Goswami to accept this Govardhan Shila marked with the footprint of Lord Krishna. From today, just circumambulate this Shila, and your vow of daily parikrama will be fulfilled. Saying this, Krishna gave the Shila to Sanatan Goswami at his cottage and disappeared.
This Shila is still worshipped at the Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. On another occasion, Sanatan Goswami, after some contemplation, decided to leave his Bhajan Kutir because there were too many mosquitoes there. At that moment, Chakreshwar Mahadev appeared in the guise of a Brahmana and begged him not to leave. He promised to clear the area of mosquitoes so they wouldn't disturb Sanatana's bhajan. Local residents claim that to this day the area is relatively mosquito-free.
Hare Krishna, we'll stop here now. It's a very, very special spot. But what is so special about it? For that, we have a very special speaker with us today, His Grace Devanand Pandit Prabhuji. Let us all welcome and invite His Grace Devanand.
Hare Krishna. So we'll also stop here for today's parikrama. So how was it? Was it good? Relishing?
It's very good, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandut Pranam, Gojishta Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much. Yes, I mean, it's going on. It's a parikrama is going on right now. That we get the video links for that, and also past years, and it's very relishing and very it's, touching the hearts. It's so nice to see that. So we'll continue this every day. Thank you so much. So let's also stop here. So let's all pray to Shri Shri Srimati Radha Sri Radha Kunda ki jai. Shri Syama Kunda ki jai. Okay, so let's stop here. Let's chant together. And before that, thank you, Govardhan Bhakta Pr, for the class. Thank you, all dear devotees, for staying there and to be associating with such a wonderful association and relishing all this. It's very nice. Okay, so let's chant together. Vancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhubhyev nidanam bhavanebhyo Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Nishamurnath Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai. Gaura Premanande Hari Hari.
Hari Bol.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hari Krishna.